Unfortunately, home care services has already taken a huge hit from the state government, and we're awaiting the last and latest round of cuts, and we don't know where the future will bring them. Of course, I would really appreciate an increase in my budget, especially in salaries, but I know that is not possible. I believe my proposed budget is fair and financially in order. In ending, I'd just like to say I have the privilege of working with the most resilient members of our community, many of which have already experienced hard times that we experience now. We will continue to provide quality services and programs and work together on the many challenges that face our ever-growing population. Any questions?
Mary, with respect to putting a 3% cut in here, and it appears that yours is kind of spread, over a number of different items. What do you view as the most the highest level of risk in reduction of the budget?
Well, we were fortunate in a way because the town graciously purchased us a new van, which we're ready to get pretty soon. We're able to take some of our cuts in our repairs and maintenance in our vans. Mm-hmm. So we were fortunate in that manner. We were able to take a cut, or expecting a cut in repairs to the van, fuel costs. I'm looking at taking some cuts in professional services, whether that means, having maybe to have to start charging. We do not charge for our wellness programs, but maybe taking further cuts in that area, or maybe cutting back on hours on programs that we do deliver.
Okay. And the new van is on order, or is that?
It is on order. It's being held up, unfortunately, with the Plymouth County Commissioner's bid process. They have been awarded the contract. They're just waiting for for it to be signed. I'm not quite sure how the process works, but I'm told that somebody is disputing a claim somewhere around the line. So every week we're hoping we're getting closer and closer to getting that contract number that we can put on our purchase order.
Is this somebody who's on the state bid list, or is being protested? Is that? This van is how many passenger van?
This new one will be a 10-passenger van, and it will be able to hold 2 wheelchairs. So we're hoping that this process gets done soon, because our van is very old and our fingers are crossed, and every time we hit a pothole, something further gets loose into our van. But
the board saw pictures of the condition. Where are we with the? I know we had paid to have. Was it Nightbag and Anderson?
The study.
Yeah, where is that at this point?
We're very close to having it. I met with Kevin last week. He came through to check the steeple area of the building, and we're hoping by the end of the month he'll have a completed report to present to us.
And did that get put on the? I haven't looked.
Yes.
That did get put on the list.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's on the stimulus package list.
It's coming soon.
Because I figured we had put the money up for that quite a while ago.
Proposal number 9.
I think some of it, the last end of it, was held up because of the weather and having to get on the roof and do some specific outside work. Some of that was delayed.
Condition of the outside of the building?
Oh, it's deplorable. It needs a paint job. The windows are falling apart. All the windows in the building are in our area anyways. They are taped. We have paper towels stuck in windows. We just purchased some new curtains to try to make it a little less chilly because of the draft coming in. The outside is deplorable. We have our ramp is falling apart in certain areas, so we have cones up on part of the ramp so people won't walk on that area. And just leaving there tonight, and we really can't control some of it, but maybe in the future the ice is coming so much off the side of the ramp that it's just one sheet of ice constantly that we can't control, and that's a handicap ramp. So therefore we have trouble getting some people into the building.
You call the DPW to come and put sand down?
Oh, yeah,
or-
the DPW has been fantastic. You know, they're always leaving us salt, they're always standing outside of the area, and my staff and myself, are always looking outside to see where the icy areas are.
Any additional questions for Mary Frank? Well, we all know you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I'm sure our elderly are very much in support of,
Well, like I said, I'm privileged to have a great group of people, everybody I work with, so most days it's fun going to.
thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Next one is veterans. Next tab. Very next tab, well, that's good. Go ahead, sorry.
Chapter 115 is mandated by, Veterans Service Officers mandated by Chapter 115, Mass General Laws, who states every community should be represented with an agent to provide state and federal benefits to veterans and dependents who have earned eligibility. And this is precisely what we do. We have a program of veterans benefits through the state. Whatever grants we provide through the state are returned to the town 75% reimbursement. So although our budget looks enormous, just keep in mind that we're getting back 75% of that every year. That's based on our ability to provide claims that fit the requirements for reimbursement, which we do. And we faithfully subscribe to that process. I'd just like to say the program sort of defines the character of the town and the state, because it's a commitment to the veterans and dependents who have served, especially the veterans who have served the community and have served our country. And I feel rather proud to be in a position to be able to aid these people and have an opportunity to talk to them and listen to their stories. And it's sort of heartwarming at times. At other times, it can be very frustrating to listen to some of the people at length. But we do provide. We do handle our program consistent with the law and with the policies that are dictated by the Department of Veterans Services in Boston. That's headed by a secretary, and through Commonwealth of Mass 108 regulations details how we process the claims and how we submit the claims and when we submit the claims.
So with respect to us requesting that we reduce our budgets by 3% below 2009, how does that impact your ability to provide service, and how does it impact any relationship we have with respect to the state and getting state funding?
Well, consistent with the request by the town overhead, we have reduced our budget, I would say, to the bone, and we've also reduced public assistance requests by 3%. But I believe it's a matter of playing a game of chess, because eventually, even though we subscribe to the theory of a 3% discount, reduction, we're going to need the benefits, the money eventually, the funds eventually, before the year is out, before the year 2010 is out. And that's, we don't have any choice in that issue.
I'm trying to understand, and maybe I'm misreading this, but the FY, under veterans benefits, the amount of money in the FY 2009 budget is $55,000. And the amount proposed for level services in 2010 is $71,875. So, what am I missing here?
We're not proposing a reduction in the veterans benefit account. So the reductions that are being made are in other areas, other expense areas. As Timothy mentioned, the veterans benefits will increase. It's one of the only budgets that we've indicated would increase. So we would not at all contemplate a reduction of the proposed $71,875 increase.
But basically, it's an obligation that we
It's an
have.
obligation, it's a requirement. We're looking at it.
Jim, I have a question. On the current year's budget, we had budgeted $55,000 for veterans benefits, but it would appear that it should exceed the actual expenditures for FY '08, but it's not showing that. When you close out the books for this current fiscal year, are we going to have, again, a deficit situation?
Yes, we are, sir.
And to the tune of, do you know how much, or approximately how much?
So it's gotta be
Well,
close,
it's gotta be at least,
it's gotta be
it's
closer
gotta be at
to
least
the-
$6,000, but maybe more. Is it gonna be closer to the $70,000 figure?
We mean the shortage?
Yeah, the shorter, yeah.
Shortage is gonna be about between $5,000 and $6,000, according to my estimation. We can't anticipate what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right, so
We
you're,
got them walking yesterday,
Right,
and we don't know whether we're gonna have to pick them up or not.
yeah, but so you're expecting that for the current fiscal year, you're gonna spend about what you spent last year?
Yes, sir.
So that'll be $6,000. And,
He's anticipating it going up in the following year.
oh, I understand that, so we're going to be, you're talking to the finance committee about that, or?
Well,
Yeah, right.
Yes, we would, last year we did request a transfer from the veterans agent budget for veterans benefits. And we certainly would, in this fiscal year, with the board's okay, pursue a transfer when such time as those bills were ready to be paid.
So basically, if you look at FY '08, the original budget was 53, the revised budget was 62, and that was the result of a finance committee transfer. Okay, now I understand.
See, sir, if I may, you've got to keep in mind, this is not a fixed agenda.
No,
Yeah.
I think we all understand that. We understand that, Tim.
Yeah.
We understand that. It's like talking to the school over special education.
Yeah.
You know, it's a number that changes every day. You know, and it's an obligation that we have, so. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just trying to understand, you know, what's driving. But I think really what happened was we under budgeted in FY '08. It was supplemented by the finance committee, right, which, when I look at the actual expenditure, and then I look at the budget numbers down, but now I can understand why. Actually, we increased the budget in 2009 from the 2008 budget. We didn't know where we were gonna be yet, right? Because the year
Because of
hadn't
the
ended,
timing,
yeah. Right.
because of the timing thing, so.
So there's, understood, my question has been answered. Any other questions for veterans benefits?
Yeah, this is just another area where we're going to have to make up the difference. So if it's the administration looking to hit their target of 3%, it's going to have to come from somewhere else again.
And then 75% of this is
Reimbursed.
reimbursed. And is that reimbursed on the cherry sheet, basically? It's separate.
And it's just on the veterans benefits portion, line, yeah, I mean, nothing else is reimbursed within the budget, just.
Okay.
Pretty good deal.
Almost.
Thank you, Tim.
Tim.
Good job.
Thank you for